21 rounds down, just 6 games to go. It all comes down to tonight for several teams as finals dreams and survival hopes go on the line over the next 2 hours. A very good evening, everyone. James Coughlin back behind the mic, coming to you from Nudgee Recreation Reserve as Brisbane Roar B will put their top flight status on the line as they host a Gold Coast Knights side that needs something from this fixture if they want to return to finals. It all started so well for the Roar last week, leading Lions 2-0 early on before the Premiers took their crown with a dominant second half showing. Now they enter tonight needing not only a win, but a couple of favours to go their way. Not that Knights will be all that eager to provide any assistance, needing at least a point from this game to ensure their season will extend beyond 9:30 p.m. tonight. They are in the advantageous position of entering tonight in 4th spot and being in full control of their destiny. When these sides met in round 10 at Carrara, it was arguably the most dramatic match of the season, decided well beyond the 90-minute mark, and we can only hope for more fireworks here. Let's run through the team lineups. For Brisbane Roar B, they are leaving no stone unturned. 7 changes all up, and it starts with Number 30, Jordan Lawton coming in. 32, Charlie Parkin. 35, Emin Jurakovic. 37, Zach Harrison. 40, George Plasner has shaken off the injury that sent him to the bench early last week. 41, Justin Vidic. 45, Nathan Amanatidis. 52, Nelson Deng. 53, Jacob Nasso. 54, Archie Mitchell. And officially wearing 161, although I can see him in 31, is Noah Mayoroni. As for Gold Coast Knights, they are a picture of stability, unchanged from last week's draw against Peninsula Power. The goalkeeper is Harry Groves. Number 3, Ku Ikeda. 4, Tyson Martin. 5, Austin Ludwig. And 6, Luke Kroll. Those 4 will make up the back line. 7, Archie McGregor. 9, Joel Russell. 10, Brad Inman. Number 17, Leonard Atwell, the former Raw youth player. 18, Daniel Diaz. And 22, Max King. Our referees for tonight's game, led by Luca Ferrasat in the middle, assisted by Benjamin Orwell and Carey, and the fourth official is Matthew Bruce. The sides have swapped ends. Brisbane Raw in their orange and maroon kit, while Gold Coast Knights are in their change black check strip. Going from right to left on your screen, we've got 6 matches kicking off simultaneously, action at both ends of the table, and we are underway. Final day drama. What does it have in store for us tonight? Well, we are underway here at Nudgee Recreation Reserve. Stay tuned on this stream. I'll be bringing you action from all around the grounds as the night unfolds. Attawell on the ball early for the visitors, Gold Coast Knights. And every match is underway. Let's run through those round 22 fixtures. So we have Wolves against Magic, Gold Coast United against East, Brisbane Roar B against Gold Coast Knights, Moreton City against Lions, Penn Power, Brisbane City, and Olympic Roachdale. The only match that has zero bearing on the final makeup of the table is that one between Lions and Moreton City, who are locked into first and third spot respectively. And Martin, looks like he might be playing a little bit further forward than in the previous games, and there's a throw in now for the home side, who are needing quite a few things to go their way tonight, as first of all, need to win as Noah Mayoroni has picked up the foul. So only a couple of shifts from Gold Coast Knights from the way they started last week, including Tyson Martin playing in central midfield. And there goes Archie Mitchell, one of the 4 survivors from last week's starting 11. And it could be early danger as on the turn, Knights just recycling through Attawell. Just can't bring that one under control. Ikeda backing up smartly. Raw on the attack early with the step over through ball now for Vidic as a flag stayed down. It has the Raw strike early again. This time Justin Vidic gives them a glimmer of hope early in this game. The through ball finding its intended target, and Vidic finishes with aplomb. Brisbane Roar B up early in the 3rd minute. Well, and isn't that just how everyone expected that to go? Last week, of course, the Raw were up inside 2 minutes, and that is going to be a first and final warning for Mayoroni. as it is surely well too early for the Raw to be doing their time wasting. And the cards are kept in the pocket. So, Justin Vidic, 4th appearance of the season, 1st goal. So the scenarios heading into tonight, which become even more prevalent now. Gold Coast Knights, they are in 4th. A point should be enough for them. A win will be enough. They are 2 ahead of Brisbane City and Wynnum Wolves with a vastly superior goal difference. Knights are on, well, they were on plus 13, with City and Wolves on -1. So if Knights lose, they could be in danger. If they draw, City and or Wolves would need to win by 14 goals. Oh, in it goes, and there was a heavy collision on the edge of the box, and well, Mayeroni is over quickly. See what the replay shows us from Lawton. So, a stoppage early on here as Mayer is down for treatment. They have plenty of action to come your way on FQTV over the next 2 hours, as could be forced into an early change. So the scenarios for Gold Coast Knights, just clarifying, win or draw should be enough. Meanwhile, for Brisbane Roar B, they need a win tonight. That is non-negotiable. They are 2 points behind Rochdale and 3 points behind Magic United. And the win is the first necessity. Then it is any two of a Magic loss or Rochdale and Gold Coast United dropping points. And a late challenge. Yeah, and it's a free kick bent in and just over the crossbar, and the Raw going close to a second early on. You see the replay for the free kick as it Joel Russell cut it into and will get the throw in. Alex Morrison on the bench, not happy. The action going on around the grounds. Just the one goal in the opening 10 minutes. I'll keep you as best across it as I can. Just work out who the mystery number 47 is for the Roar on the left wing, because, shock horror, there is no 47 on their team sheet. So we'll have to do the guessing game. Harrison keeping that one with the Roar. It's a contested header for Kroll. Now it's all straight through to Russell, going for the equaliser, and it's in the back of the net. Joel Russell will claim it, and parity has been restored at Nudgee. Inside 10 minutes. It was the unintentional assist from Jacob Nasso straight into the path of Russell. It may go down as an own goal for Charlie Parkin when all is said and done. But for now, Russell is happy to claim his 11th NPL goal of the season. Clever bit of footwork as it's straight through now. Lawton is well read by Austin Ludwig for a second spell with Knights. McGregor has to cut inside to no avail. So just keeping that in, or he tried to. The Raw bench with Sekou Jamande, who has taken over the coaching of this team since the very end of March. Mayoroni fouled again. Martin is leaving something in that tackle. Has to lunge for that one and bring back smartly. Played up the line. Kroll will go now back to Plusnen. So George Plusnen made it to the 71st minute last week before a shoulder or arm injury knocked him out. He was replaced by Mitchell Bright, who was promising young keepers coming through the ranks, Sunshine Coast Junior, but the backup goalkeeper tonight is Clayton Jones. Another long ball forward. It's collected by Mitch. Now he'll look for the cutback, and Harrison scuffed his shot to allow Kroll to get there with the block. Dang, to just hold up the charge of Russell. He's got the bit between his teeth. And Vidic's challenge a little too enthusiastic, shall we say? Cut it into again. You can hear the Raw bench, like they're one of the more experienced campaigners who's been brought back into this fixture. On the receiving end of some rather rough treatment. Get inside now, finding Inman. Flipped back post and hit it as far as Diaz before Mayoroni playing out. And, oh, that is a dangerous tackle from Mayoroni. The referee says he got the ball. And now stuff's happening the other way. Ludwig lunging in. No shortage of feeling in this game through the opening quarter of an hour. Now Adderwell getting a talking to. Oh, we're in replay. As the case in just about every NPL match. The bench is with plenty of opinions as well. Tell you 47 is Nathan Manatidis through process of elimination as that is fired over the goal, and the Raw really showing some attacking intent with their bolstered lineup. Dialogue continues on the pitch. Martin getting tugged back. So through 17 and a half minutes here, up to 20 minutes at some of the other grounds. The ladder is pretty much the same as, well, actually no, it's exactly the same as what it was when we started. Still scoreless in the other 5 games going around. So as it stands, Gold Coast Knights holding on to 4th spot. Brisbane Roar B still in 12th. Delivery, looking for Luke Kroll's height, but Plusnen rises higher. Manatidis trying to stretch out those legs, and man tracking him all the way, and Aroni uncompromising in the middle, as you would expect. Lawton, it's bundled over by Martin. So history is not on the Raw's side if they are hoping for the miracle of all miracles. Especially now with it falling to McGregor off the byline. It's clipped up, could fall for King. He'll take it down, now look to square it across. Deng with the block. So in the 15 meetings, 17 meetings, in all competition, or just in the NPL era, over 14 there. Gold Coast Knights have won 11 of the 14 meetings, 2 draws, and just 1 win for the Raw, which came in round 5 last season. Ivan Ozzie, the lone goal scorer that night. Parkin. Manatidis with the up and under to switch play. Ikeda onto it. Now Russell just couldn't get himself back onside. Just a reminder, coming up next Saturday night, the 22nd, it's not just Saturday night, it is all day Saturday, a massive quadruple header of Kappa Queensland Cup finals from Spencer Park. It's under 18 boys, under 18 girls, senior men, senior women. Apparently we haven't had enough action at Spencer Park this season. And Lawton is just pushed off the ball. Lawton, I feel like everything he does looks extra demonstrative with that hair bouncing around. Still scoreless everywhere else. Russell, it's another offside flag as now it's going to be a talking to for McGregor, who's getting the telling off. Harrison getting it back to Parkin. Joey's defender, Charlie Parkin. A family name for those of you in the know in NPL Queensland. Chested down and all the way through Ludwig. Kroll there to mop up. Vidic trying to just put some pressure on. That's a shank by Martin, but Knight's able to ride out the pressure. Staying over to Parkin. Mitchell pressed by McGregor. And big news coming from Tingalpa. Magic United have just gone up 1-0 in their game over Wynnum Wolves. So for Magic, well, they could have been safe with, even with a loss. A win would guarantee their safety. And do we have an early change coming up for the Raw? Reese Williams has just come on after 27 minutes. Jack Payne has given Magic the lead, so that will, for the time being, put Magic in an unassailable 9th position. And goes across, and desperation at the back from Brisbane Raw B, and despite the efforts of McGregor, behind it goes and that sub. Might have actually taken place. So Manatidis was one who looked like he was struggling. So the aborted substitution in the 27th minute was Reese Williams. And now more drama coming up from Coplix, where Gold Coast United have gone up 1-0 over East. So that will move Gold Coast United up into safety and drop Rochdale down. Strong defending, as you would expect from Kroll. Kento Ueno, the goal scorer for Gold Coast United. So now Keegan Botha has just given Gold Coast United a 2-0 lead, as it looks like it could be a very good night on the Gold Coast right now, with Magic and United in position to stave off the drop. Gold Coast United needing a win in their game against East, which is looking pretty good so far. The 2-0 lead. And one of Rochdale Magic to lose. A Rochdale draw would not be enough for Rovers at the moment. And Sadiq Abbas has just been sent off for Moreton City. So after a pretty slow start to proceedings around the grounds, save for Nudgy, of course, it's all starting to heat up. Back to the action at Nudgy after that goal and red card flurry. So a quick check of the live ladder through half an hour. It now means that on the live ladder, the Raw are not getting the help they need from pretty much anyone else. They need 2 goals from either Easts or Wolves to help them out, and no change between Rochdale and Olympic. Even if the Raw can find a go-ahead goal, there would still be relegated on goal difference. Correction, no, they wouldn't. They'd only get to 19 points. So a win would not be enough. It would still leave them a point adrift of safety. Now, are we getting the change for the Raw? Well, Manatides was attempted to be subbed off not that long ago, and now he is actually coming off, after spending so long working out he was the player in the changed jersey. Now, Reese Williams comes on after a false start. Now the behind square almost finding Mayoroni, who was free, but the ball just wouldn't sit for him. Now he'll try and bend it in for Lawton. Just away. A beautiful ball through. Williams squares it unselfishly, and Vidic has put it over the crossbar. He was offside anyway. Unselfish play from the substitute, Reece Williams. You wonder if he should have taken that strike on himself. And it bounced at the worst possible spot for Vidic, who I'm not entirely sure was expecting that. Minutes of normal time remaining in the first half. Here at Nudgee Recreation Reserve, 6 games being played simultaneously as the NPL men's regular season comes to a close. And that is a strong tackle from Jurakovic. Left its mark on Ikeda. Not sure how much Diaz knew about that interception, but got the job done. Final update on the red card for Morton City Excelsior was a second yellow card for Abbas. So he likely will miss the minor semi-final, where they will host, I assume, at this stage, Gold Coast Knights. Now Nassau has done well, bent the ball towards Vidic, but quick to react was Groves. Vidic just trying to make a bit of a nuisance of himself. We still await the confirmation of the two teams will be dropping down to FQPL 1 next season. We do know the two teams coming up. It will be Broadbeach and Brisbane Strikers. Strikers claiming the FQPL 1 premiership. Broadbeach into second spot. As it stands, they'll be coming up at the expense of Brisbane Royal B and Rochdale. Already goes wide, finds Williams. Norton, the help of Payne. Stop is Norton has stayed down after that challenge. Mitchell driving down that far side, goes over to Harrison. He's got to find a way around Adderwell. And those two can only wrestle as the ball goes over the byline. The intensity for the two teams is rather apparent. So after this game started with a flourish, a goal apiece inside the opening 10 minutes, it has settled somewhat. Lawton just holding the pass for Harrison and might get it to the intended target. Throw into the box. It's Knights trying to find a way out of their end. And Ludwig can only rifle that into Lawton. Four minutes of normal time remaining. We have a goal update from Goodwin Park. Olympic 1-0 up over Rochdale Rovers. So no change to the ladder, just the task that is facing Rochdale now. Declan Warnes has given Olympic the lead. So back to Deng. So the raw lineup tonight, 7 changes all up from last week. And quite a bit of A-League's experience. I did depart with Manatidis, and you hope that to be a groin injury didn't appear, well, doesn't become that serious. Now Lawton got through a couple of challenges. And a Knights player has stayed down in back play. Nasso with the heavy touch. And now it's starting to open up just a bit. At the end of the second half, at the end of the first half now, is Mayoroni and Inman have been wrestling, and I'd love to tell you what's happening right now. I really would, but we need to see Harry Groves getting a spare ball. Parkin holding Russell off and then just throws him straight to the ground. Parkin. Well, I guess he's been in the gym. Just asking a bit too much of Nasso. stoppage time now. At every ground bar, Nudgy and Mayoroni could be in trouble now. Not that anyone would know. So I'm going to assume that yellow card graphic is for Mayoroni. Who keeps up his rather impressive record in the league. 4 games, 4 yellow cards heading into tonight. Ludwig with some through his former teammate Justin Vidic, who's continuing to ask for something. Wasn't that the story of his A-League season? At some point, Ferrisat might just say, well, I think he just did say enough is enough, but Vidic is adamant that he's letting everyone know something happened to him, and he's now berating the assistant referee. Half-time between Moreton City and Lions, as well as Olympic and Rochdale, as well as Wolves and Magic. See simultaneous kickoffs. Oh, with their break, and now this is going to have to be a real challenge for Ferrisat. That's a yellow card. It's shown there to Harrison. Now Knight with a great chance to take the lead on the verge of half time. Martin is now reporting something to the referee. You heard him say quite clearly, you heard him. That's got Tyson Martin worked up. Goes the free kick, and it's dealt with by the Raw. That is half-time at Nudgee Recreation Reserve. 1 goal apiece. Justin Vidic scored 3 minutes in before Joel Russell equalised. And with the results around the ground as it stands, Gold Coast Knights are in 4th. And currently relegated are Rochdale and Brisbane Roar B. We're going to step away from what was a heated ending to the first half. Lawton taking out his frustrations. And have a quick break, take a breath, and we'll be back with the second half after this.
Looking to last, you know the importance of support, trust and teamwork. Digging deep, pushing forward, never looking back. From humble beginnings in 1979 to achieving hundreds of thousands of glorious goals. We're building strong foundations from streets to suburbs and communities all across the country. We believe in building better futures. That's why we're proud to partner with Football Queensland.
Excellence. Is it measured in likes, bottom lines, or the impact we make around us? The things we build, the students we inspire,
Teaching me so.
the care we give.
Baby girl.
At CQ University, we recognise all kinds of excellence. We combine contemporary courses with more choices and real support to empower you to create the success that means more to you. Be with CQU.
Felton Industries is proud to be the official shelter and grandstands partner of Football Queensland. Felton offers a range of premium aluminium grandstands, from elite portable spectator seating to soccer team shelters for players and coaches. Give your fans the best view of the game with Felton's comfortable spectator seating. With sun-safe shelters or powder-coated in your team colours. Whatever your club needs, Felton has a high-quality, low-maintenance seating option to suit. We are the pioneers in Australian-made grandstands and team shelters. Contact Felton today on 1800 834 016 or visit felton.net.au.
Future game is changing, and so it's really important for us to understand that we're not developing players for the here and now, it's for the future.
It's extremely important to have an identity as a state. There's some key characteristics that we identified as being really important to Queensland players. The first one is creative, which refers to a player's technical ability, their base level technique and their X factor qualities. Second is courageous, how players influence the game, their levels of effort, their absolute desire displayed on the pitch. And then there's competitive, so their winning mentality, and that's got nothing to do with winning games. And that's a never say die effort, which is a hallmark of Queensland players in the past. It's something we want to continue to preserve.
That sort of frames everything we look for in a Queensland player. It's really important for every fan of every club, for every member, for every player to understand what it means to be a Queenslander, lean into the nature of the Queensland spirit. I think this is the most exciting time for youth development in a long time in Australia. We've seen so many young Queenslanders move on to bigger and better things. We've seen so much national team representation, and we've seen a massive shift in terms of the focus on youth development in a professional sort of setting within the A-Leagues. So if you're a young Queenslander, it's our job at Football Queensland to ensure that we're giving every opportunity to players to reach that stage and support talent wherever it may be to reach the higher echelons of the game.
I think football was always my thing, yeah. I just loved it. I love being a part of the team and I love winning. I played for Warriors in Townsville and it was really good and I learnt a lot and I felt like I was just having fun. I was really nervous at first because I'd played against these girls all growing up. Like I'd always been in the Townsville team, they'd been in the Metro teams, and I was really nervous because I didn't know whether I was good enough or whether I was just like overreaching. With the right support and the right coaching and the right programs to be identified, like carnivals, you can definitely get spotted and you can do it. From there, it's just how much you want it, really. The Queensland State Team program has helped me believe in myself because a lot of the time when I don't believe in myself, I don't perform as well, and that's probably what's let me down. Off the field, I'd say just like becoming a better person and more mature and friendly and outgoing, and I feel like helped me bring me out of my shell, I guess, yeah. I feel really, really grateful and really honoured that I've been selected and that I've been seen and identified to be good enough to play, just to have the opportunity to play in front of national team coaches, and I just feel like super confident, super eager. It's really good to see my kind of progression from not making it at all to making it. The Queensland State Team program can really help push you into the A-League teams, the Premier League teams, the Matildas representing your country, and that's something that I aspire to do. I think just the level of coaching and the intensity and playing in a better team definitely makes you a better player, and you kind of understand what you have to do to get to that level, and it's, yeah, really good.
Hard working business. One straight off.
45 minutes remain in season 2026 for the NPL men. 45 minutes for Gold Coast Knights to lock up their spot in the final series, and 45 minutes for the Brisbane Roar B to secure their top flight status. And right now it is not going their way with the scores locked 1-1 at Nudgee Recreation Reserve. James Coughlin here bringing you all the action on FQTV as we have the final round of action kicking off simultaneously, in the second halves everywhere else are underway. This will be the last of the 6 matches to get going, and see David Russell for Gold Coast Knights is getting introduced into the match. David Russell only got 5 minutes last week, but it is now the Russells double act as David has come on. And a goal update from Tingalpa. It is Magic United 2-0 up over Wynnum Wolves. 5 minutes into the second half there, and that match is not great news for Brisbane Roar B, who need to win here at Nudgee and have some help from Magic, Rochdale or Gold Coast United. There is a steady start to the first half. Now that goes straight through, and the strike is taken by Brad Imman. And it's Jack Payne doubling the advantage for Magic. So the ladder as it stands, Magic will still be in 9th place. Gold Coast United, courtesy of their 2-0 lead, will leapfrog Rochdale, who are trailing 1-0 in their game against Olympic. And Brisbane Roar B still in 12th place as they, as it stands, up here destined for their first FQPL 1 campaign. I'm told there are some of the Brisbane Roar A-League players, not just on the pitch tonight, but also supporting from the sideline. Milo Stajic, one of the players out there supporting the youth team. Adderwell forward for David, or Joel Russell, with David looking on. And a potential lifeline for Rochdale. They have equalised. 51 minutes played at Goodwin Park between Rochdale and Olympic. There's an excellent through ball. Teeing up Reese Williams, now looking for the cutback, finding Mayoroni at the top of the box. No, Mayoroni. Now the cross is in and well taken by Groves. Oberon Klajic with the equaliser for Rochdale. Have a free kick. So for the live ladder, Rochdale still in the drop zone, but now 1 goal would put the Rovers up to safety. Goal plays it short for Cater, and Martin just unable to stay on side, and there's a fair bit of frustration from March about that offside. Adderwell Harrison having a discussion.
Start the engine, Joe, and I'll be there in a minute.
There's a uniform adjustment for Leonard Attewell. Oh, his jersey's been ripped. Mayoroni drills it back to Plusnen, who, to his credit, last week had probably his best performance of the season, frustrating and stifling Lions, and Harrison is fuming at Vidic for taking the ball away from him there. As it goes out for the throw. And let's go back to the replay. Keep your eye on Harrison here. He's dribbling across. Vidic comes back and tackles his own man. Back to live pictures. Parkin to spark something. So he scores from around the ground as it stands. Will not be enough for the Raw. They would right now need to score 6 goals to overtake both Rochdale and Gold Coast United. I hope that neither of those two sides score. Attewell might be happy to rile up a few of his former teammates. The first time pass down the sideline, and off his line is Groves. He'll launch it back down the other end, and Russell put the pressure on Deng, who'll knot it down, and the battle continues between Joel Russell and Charlie Parkin. Those two going out at hammer and tongs. Mitchell winning the header, and Raw desperately chasing. So at least try and exit the league on a high note, because the Gold Coast United and Magic United 2-0 leads in their respective games is going to cause some frustration. Brisbane City scores against Penn Power, and well, if City want to take advantage of Knights dropping points, they probably should get on with it. Right now they need to score 14 goals in the next 30 plus minutes. I know, stranger things have happened. There's a pass by Harrison to get it to Mitchell, and he'll try and play it into the box, but Ludwig, again, just frustrating them at the back. Vidic. Close down Ludwig. Here you go. And, oh, what's going on here? There's been a stoppage. And Knights, I don't think there should have been. Oh, that would be why. Deflected off the referee. So, correct call from Luca Ferrisat as it. Launched down the sideline. It's allowed to go out by Parkin as well, sometimes the crowd reactions are the most entertaining part of the match. There's been no shortage of talk now as Vidic has spotted Groves a long way off his line, and his shot will go a long way to the right. Mitchell timed his jump well. Kroll commanding at the back. That is an experienced central defensive duo for Knights to have heading into finals, and it is good news for Gold Coast Knights coming from AJ Kelly Park, because Peninsula Power are up 1-0 over Brisbane City. So, based on the current score lines, Gold Coast Knights will be looked into fourth spot regardless. Oh, that is a heavy tackle advantage now for the Raw Mayoroni. Oh, the strike is on. That's fired over and will come back now. That is going to be a yellow card for Ikeda. Strike again from Harrison that goes over, and the tough night for Luca Ferrisat continues. He's got to try and keep the emotion of this game in check, and it's Reece Gray, the goal scorer for Penn Power. forward. And man, that's right. Now back for Martin. David Russell looking for Joel at the back post, diving header, and just couldn't get it goalwards, as that was, I think, potentially out of play already. David Russell is a bit of a spark. And yeah, I think that header was more for show than anything. And Marcus Barnes has just equalised for Brisbane City. So that is now 1-1. There's going to be a yellow card for David Russell, and well, he's certainly making his mark in this second half. Having a whole lot of good luck around Adderwell. And now it's time for some subs. So Jordan Lawton, Jacob Nasso and Noah Mayoroni all off. Let's see, Yanni Valkanis on in 36. That's gone over the sideline. Taj Sorensen also on in 38. Sub momentarily, but I have a feeling it was Jackson O'Reilly on that far side in 33. Close to an A-League debut last season. Adderwell is over by Harrison, and Harrison will ask the question about, is that just shoulder to shoulder, sir? I'm sure that was exactly the words used. And the conversation between Vidic and the referee continues. Adderwell storming into the box, and down he goes. And the decision is goal kick, and the tackle was fair by Archie Mitchell. And Adderwell will continue his argument. Let's see what the replay has to tell us. There is no shortage of spice in this game, and Knights feeling aggrieved. No change in the scoreboard here at Nudgee Recreation Reserve since the 10th minute. Russell makes that pass, and inside has gone up against Joel Russell. Nelson Deng is down, and Russell not overly sympathetic. Might have been a head knock. On the far side, just by the fourth official on the stage, and Marko Ilic from the Raw's first team. And Deng back on his feet. Deng, time to measure his pass, and that clock is really starting to become the enemy of the Brisbane Raw B. Deng in the foot race and wins that race against Joel Russell. And, well, the chat continues, and I don't think it's all friendly at the back. Deng is asking Plusnan to have come out. Swinging corner to the near post, headed away by Valkanis. It's straight back to Inman. And that took a touch. Knights will get another corner. And that's going to be a yellow card for Inman, as he'll take a few extra ticks off the clock. His 8th yellow card in all competitions. And scrappy at the back, and Joel Russell almost with the opportunity to bury that. Makeda trying to go through Valkanis, now looking to launch a counter-attack the other way for the Raw. Finding Williams. There's the cross, it's down now. Strike is on and knocked away. And plenty of power behind that one from Mitchell, but underneath and sent that high over the bar. He's happy to take every last second that is afforded to him, and you can hear the Knights players happy to get the young keeper to slow down. inside Charlie Parkin. He's shifted over to right back, but that is well defended by the veteran in-man. Knights captain putting his body in the way and earning the free kick, and Taj Sorensen's turn to have a go at the referee. And has stayed down. And we have 2 goals to report. The first one from the slightly less consequential match. Penn Power are up 2-1 now in their match. And in the relegation battle, we have a 3rd goal for Magic United. But the big game, or the big goal to report, Ollie Dern has just scored from a corner in the 74th minute. So Rochdale are now up to 10th. Gold Coast United back in the drop zone, and with 3 of the bottom 4 winning, as it stands, with under 20 minutes to go, some real concern now being shown for Aaron Inman as he has stayed down for Knights. I just wonder, is this something that will man out, not just for the rest of the night? He's not looking overly comfortable, but also could this have repercussions for a potential finals appearance? So, well, the NPL always delivers the drama. So Aaron Morris has just been substituted on for the Raw in place of Emin Djurakovic. Inman is hobbling off. He's got 2 weeks to get right. If he is done, Inman is on the sideline. It looks like he'll be able to continue. So after all that goal-scoring drama heading into, well, during the injury break, the ladder is back to where we started. Magic and Rochdale are safe at the moment. Gold Coast United and Brisbane will be relegated. So we could be in for an old M1 A-League derby in FQPL 1 next season, unless something drastic changes across the board. Raw, that is going to be another yellow card shown to Reese Williams. And there was definitely cover in the middle. By my notes here, the 4th Raw player booked. You can say the Raw are not going down without a fight, but what sort of fight do they have? Here by Valkanis, and here is Williams trying to get away from David Russell, does so. Sideline, and now it's a high looping ball. Vidic will chase that down, and Groves not interested in tempting fate. Minutes to go. The Raw to survive. They need a goal here, as well as a potentially historic collapse from Magic that I wouldn't be counting on right now, as well as Gold Coast United or Rochdale to put themselves in position to drop points. Raw staring down the barrel of an inaugural elimination, a piece of unwanted history for this team. So they did finish in the relegation spots in 2022, although that was when the club possessed an exemption, which the rules of competition I've got in front of me. They do not have. Driving forward is Sorensen trying to thread the needle with the pass to no avail. King signs to come for the byline, and Valkanis will lunge in, and we will have a change coming up for Gold Coast Knights. Looks like change may or may not be happening soon. On top. Yes, it is. Cody Nancaro will come on to replace, I would guess, Brad Inman. And it is Inman off, Nancaro on. And the Raw happy to see the back of Brad Inman, while Knights are happy to see every second available tick off the clock. Minutes remaining in this match. Lions have taken a 1-0 lead in their tune-up match against Moreton City, who are also having a tune-up match. 10-man Moreton City after Sadiq Abbas's first half red card. So goals all around tonight. Now, the ladder is actually unchanged after 78 to 82 minutes around the grounds. Going through all this action, all this drama, and we are exactly where we were at 7:30 p.m. tonight. Russell will commit the foul on Archie Mitchell. And David Russell had better be careful here. I know he's saying he's injured, but he is getting encouraged to get off the field. The trainer is being called, but David Russell is getting encouraged to get off the pitch. And if he's not careful, he may wind up earning himself a second yellow card. Went a little bit too quickly. I have a feeling we're going to have quite a bit of stoppage time to be added. There's some urgency creeping in now for the Raw. Not that they are in control of their own fate. Lions have just gone up 2-0 over Moreton City. So where we stand with 10 minutes and change remaining around the grounds, it is 1-1 here at Nudgee Recreation Reserve between Brisbane and Gold Coast Knights. Knights will lock up 4th place with this outcome. (2-0) Gold Coast United over Easts, but that is not going to be enough for Gold Coast United. And Sorensen letting rip as reality is starting to set in for the Raw, and Shelford Deus will make his long-awaited return. He was last on the pitch on the 5th of June against Olympic. And David Russell is player withdrawn. That was a man management decision from Alex Morrison. Diaz will take the free kick, and that is an ideal outcome. But Ludwig forward now, get up the pitching wedge to Adderwell. He's gotten around Valkanis. Leonard Adderwell shoots it straight at Plusden, and it's saved by the keeper, who has been nowhere near as busy as he was last week. But that is a good save from the Raw shot stopper. Deflected behind off O'Reilly. Foul has been spotted in the 18-yard box. Now, Knights do have Shelford Deus and Daniel Diaz on the pitch as Mac King has just gone in late on the right back. Parkin. There's going to be a yellow card for King. There might be some fire to come in the next few minutes. And a few of the non-neutral supporters on the traps that might be experiencing some schadenfreude at the predicament facing the Brisbane Roar. Morris moves in towards Valkanis. Joel Russell driving forward. The foul, and that's going to be yellow card shown to Diaz. Suncodes, that's a good tackle. Bookings are starting to stack up. Four yellow cards for the Raw, 5 for Knights. This has turned into a relatively scrappy second half with both sides seemingly resigned to their fate, and Ludwig is now going to get called for the foul, and you know, one of these days I'm sure screaming at a referee will make him change his mind, but doesn't seem to be working right now for Sorensen. Mitchell, the only player on the halfway line. Knights happy to sit deep. Playing the proverbial Nelson Muntz against Bart Simpson role. So just confirming the action around the grounds. The relegation scrap. Magic look like they're home and hosed, 3-0 up. Gold Coast United 2-0 up over East, but that may not be enough for United because Rochdale are 2-1 up at Goodwin Park. Martin fancies his luck from range and will fly over. So for Gold Coast Knights, they are now in position where they have to get through the next 2 minutes plus the likely lengthy stoppage time additions. And they can start thinking about a minor semi-final against Moreton City. So 2026 NPL finals will get underway in 2 weeks' time. It's Cup final Saturday from Spencer Park next week. Down, and the strike is on and a save made by Groves. I cannot remember him needing to make all that many stops tonight. Beaten in the 3rd minute by Justin Vidic. Martin gets the free kick after he's felled, and now Diaz is down. I just wanted to have a seat for a couple of minutes. Didn't get that long of a break. That's Parkin with the lofted ball looking for Morris. Diaz. The defensive duties at right back. closing in on full time around the grounds in round 22. It is still Rochdale 2-1 up over Olympic. There will be bedlam at Goodwin Park if that scoreline holds. Knight will be keeping close eye on their local rivals, Gold Coast United, who are 2-0 up over Easts. But they needed help going into this final day, and they may not get it. Into the 94th minute at Goodwin Park. We are in the first of 6 added minutes here at Nudgee. Attewell, fancy footwork to the byline, trying to win the corner. Valkanis plays it straight to Russell, now squares it, and oh, that is a beautiful strike. Tyson Martin secures all 3 points, and Martin with a word for Vidic, and Vidic shoves him down. Now he's looking to continue it. So Tyson Martin with the goal. And all that is frustration boiling over. Martin didn't really do himself any favours. They're going straight to Vidic, who is a noted firebrand. And well, despite the repeated appeals from both parties, it's going to just be the goal, no further sanction, and Rochdale are officially safe. Full time at Goodwin Park, and jubilation for the Rovers. They are staying in NPL for 2026. Gold Coast United, they're still playing, but their fate is confirmed. So it will be Gold Coast United and Brisbane Roar B going down. While Gold Coast Knights will be getting back to finals football. Nancaro trying to get a third. Plusnen, brave to take that away from the Knights attacker. So, full time at Coplix. And now it's gone out. So, we are pretty much at full time everywhere but here. So the scores now: Gold Coast United 2-0 over East, Lions 2-0 over Moreton City, Rochdale 2-1 over Olympic, a huge win for the Rovers to secure their safety. Magic 3-0, Magic are safe. And Penpower and Brisbane City are in the 6th minute of stoppage time in their match. Power locked into second spot. City will finish 5th. And Ludwig, the old heave-ho across field. So now we are just playing out the string at Nudgee Recreation Reserve. Can the Roar get a late consolation goal, or Martin looked to add further frustration? He scored a couple from range this season, and he did just have a quick look at George Plusnen. And time will continue to be added on. Closing in on 95 minutes played. And Sorensen with the foul on Attewell, and Valkanis just with a phrase that earned him a yellow card. That's 5 yellow cards for the Raw, 5 for Knights. Russell. We'll get the pass back now. Diaz will go for the corner, and Sorensen with the little nudge, but it's still in, and this is exactly the dream scenario for Knight. And a final change for Gold Coast Knights as Charlie Caldor will be a late inclusion. As Joel Russell, for his own safety, is withdrawn. That is a heavy tackle, and Harrison has stayed down. He's limping away, just quickly going to the replay. It did just look like a collision between the two. Driven to the box. Ludwig there for the intervention. How much more time will be added on? There's going to be another yellow card. That's going to be Tyson Martin. With one last note on his copybook, Martin's 7th yellow card in all competitions this season. It's headed almost goalwards, and there it is. It is official. Gold Coast Knights are back in the finals with a 2-1 win over Brisbane Roar B, who will suffer their first relegation in the NPL era. And Justin Vidic looks like he wants to go on with it with Tyson Martin after those two had a coming together in the first half. But that is where we're going to leave you from Nudgee. Final score for the final time. Brisbane Roar B 1, Gold Coast Knights 2. It was Justin Vidic in the 3rd minute for the Roar. Joel Russell in the 10th before Tyson Martin in second half stoppage time sealed all 3 points. So the ladder, as it ends now, Lions first, Penn Power second. Those two will meet in the major semi-final in 2 weeks' time. Moreton City and Gold Coast Knights in the minor semi-final. Gold Coast United and Brisbane Roar B will be playing FQPL 1 in 2027. Thank you, everyone, for your company. That's going to be it for an eventful night from Nudgee Recreation Reserve. I am James Coughlin. Thank you very much for your company. See you tomorrow for the final day of the NPL women's season. Good night.